Okay, so in this video, I want to highlight some of the features of the classroom. So as we can see, there are three users, one teacher and two students. Teacher will be represented, or the moderator will be represented as a square icon, while the students are represented as circle. So in this case, teacher is me, while there are two students, Raj and Simran. They are in the circle. Their name or the symbols are in circle. Uh, One thing to highlight here is me being a supervisor, or rather teacher or a moderator. I have control on those users, so I can manage those users from their status point of view. So what exactly that status would be in this case? Let's say a user is confused. Let's say in this case Simran is confused in terms of don't know what this teacher is talking about, and she's setting her emoji icon to be confused. So now we can see that she's confused, and teacher will probably notice it, and teacher will explain that why she was confused and whatnot. But once that confusion is cleared, Simran can clear out her status, or in this case, teacher or the moderator can also clear out that status icon. So the moment that happens, all the status becomes the normal. So the confused mode is gone now, and Simran is hopefully not confused anymore. Another thing the moderator has control is muting all the users. So many of the time it happens in a conference call like this, where there are large number of students, and sometimes there is a background noise where something or other thing is going on, and since they don't need to speak, moderator in this case mute all the users. Or in some situation where teacher is moderator, but there is another student who is presenting something, maybe she is talking about her classwork and presenting that classwork on the screen and also talking. In that case, this option of mute all users except the presenter, so that way you are not muting the actual presenter. Here there are options where you can lock the viewer. So in this particular scenario, there are options. So as we can see on our screen, so these options are enable teacher to restrict the viewer from specific feature. So for example, if teacher doesn't want anyone to share their webcam, in that scenario, teacher can lock this. That means nobody can share their webcam, right? So many of the time, yeah, it happens. We don't want students or the participants to share their webcam. And in this case, as a moderator, I can stop that. In this case, the second option is see other viewers' webcam. So me as a teacher, I want to see other viewers' webcam. In this case, it's unlocked, but if I lock that, then I would not be able to do that, and so forth. So there are many other options like sharing microphone, or sending a public or a private message, or and we will talk about those private message, public message in upcoming session. There is also sharing the notes, where you as a teacher may not want that feature to be enabled, or you may not want who all are in this classroom. Maybe you are running some large classroom gathering or entire school gathering, and you don't want everyone to see everyone's name in that list. So you can block that by just clicking here, right? So I'm not gonna enable any of this feature, and I'm gonna hit cancel here. But this is a very great feature from controlling the users, or what kind of access users can get, like their microphone or the webcams, and all fun stuff, right? And last but not least, here there is a feature called Breakout Rooms. So what exactly these breakout rooms are? So imagine a situation where there are 20-30 students in this classroom, and some students are working at a fast pace while some are slow. So in this scenario, student may want to create a groups of student where students are running behind, for example. So they may want to create a breakout room. In this case, let me create a breakout room. So here I'm creating a breakout room where I'll only create one breakout room, but you can have as many number of breakout room as you want. But particularly the interesting feature is a duration. So you can have this breakout room for 15 minutes or 20 minutes for that matter, right? So let's say I'm creating this for 20 minutes, and me as a teacher, I have an ability to pick and choose which student goes to which breakout room. Since we only have two students in this case, I'm going to pick Raj and Simran both go and work separately into a breakout room 1, and I'll go and create that breakout room. And now as you can see this here, there are Raj and Simran have got a prompt. You may not see that in your scenario, but if you are Raj or you are Simran, you will see a prompt on your screen and will ask you to join a breakout room. So once Raj and Simran joins the breakout room, so we see that Simran has joined the breakout room and she has become grade in our scene. And in a second, Raj is joining that breakout room, and Raj is also gone from our view, right? So as we see, right now there are no students in this case, but me as a teacher, I want to see what those students are doing, right? Because I want to have some control of what those students are doing. So what I can do is I can go into the breakout room what those students are doing. So let me go in to one of the breakout room of what those students are. So now I'm here in the breakout room options, and I can see that there is room 1 and room 2, and in room 1 there is Raj and Simran, and in room 2, since we only had 2 students, there are nobody, and there are about 18 minutes still left into this breakout room. I can join that room. Since I'm a teacher, I can join that room without an audio, or I can join with audio so that I can interact with those students. So in this case, I'm gonna just join the room without any audio so that I can keep an eye of what exactly they are doing in this room, right? So as you can see, it's opening up another window for me, and it's asking me how do I like to join. I'm saying I'm going to join as a listen only. And in this scenario, we will see that we are in room 1 of a homeroom 1, and we can interact with the students. We can find out what exactly they are doing and what their problem is. In this scenario, once we are done with activities, we can log out from here, and we can immediately will be going back into our main room, right? So now once that is done, once I'm logged off and once I'm joined back in my main room, I can end all the breakout rooms. So me as a teacher, I have ability to stop all the breakout rooms. So let me close all the breakout rooms, and now I'm joining the main room as a teacher again, and it's prompting me for the echo test again. So now Raj and Simran should also be joining their appropriate room in a second. So we see that Simran is already in and Raj is almost there. Okay, so this is where you can create breakout rooms, and you can have students join different breakout rooms when you want to work with students individually. Hope this was helpful.